May is Mental Health Awareness Month. It's a time to recognize the importance of mental health and wellness, as well as reduce the negative stigma so many experience. This morning on Ask a Specialist, we'll talk about what you need to know with Missy Hightower, a licensed clinical social worker at the Queens Medical Center. Aloha and good morning, Missy. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
This is such an important topic, and today we're focusing on adolescent mental health. What are some of the pressures that teens especially face when it comes to mental health?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're seeing a lot of kids who are living in like a post-COVID world. And I know that the pandemic affected everyone, but these kids, their whole lives got turned upside down. Like if you think about the difference between a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old, kids had to be online for like 2 whole years, some of them. And so we're seeing issues with things that happen as a result of that kind of phenomenon where they had to go online for school, they were not engaged in their social activities, couldn't interact with friends, and so it really took a hit on a lot of kids. And then with the, a lot of schools going online, kids were also deriving most of their social interactions online, social media, and everyone knows that sometimes social media can have a negative impact on kids.
Yeah, tackling social media can be so difficult. What are some of the warning signs parents should be aware of that can indicate that their child is struggling with mental health?
Yeah, so you, as parents, you guys know your kids best, but any marked change in behavior is something to look out for. But in the mental health field, we usually look out for like significant changes in appetite, sleeping habits, energy level, any big changes in academic performance or self-harm, and then any increased or onset of substance use or vaping.
Yeah, and what are some of the things that parents can do if they do suspect that their child is struggling with mental health?
Yeah, so I have to shout out the kids that I work with for the answer to this because I actually asked them what they wish their parents would know. And one thing that stood out is that I think a lot of people worry that they're going to be awkward or because of the stigma, it's uncomfortable to talk about mental health. But I would rather have an uncomfortable conversation with a kid any day than regret it later on. So there's that, like, don't be afraid to talk to your kid about mental health. They actually do want to talk to you. Another thing is kind of like being aware of your own emotional state when you're having that conversation, because sometimes we all come in with our own feelings, and then if a kid tells us something that might be upsetting to us, parents can kind of act in anger or jump to conclusions, which can really close up the dialogue between a parent and a child. So kind of being open. And then the last thing, parents think that this is for my kids, parents think that they know what it's like to be a teenager, but really we don't know what it's like to be a teenager in this day and age. And so kind of listening to your child, letting them educate you on the specific issues that they face in a post-pandemic world. Safety is always like the most important. So it's good to talk to your kids and have informal conversations, but if safety like suicide risk ever comes up, if your child is saying that they're thinking about harming themselves, there are resources available like the 988 Suicide Crisis Hotline, which is available 24/7, just dial 988. And then always, if safety is a concern, you can take your child to the emergency room.
Yeah, such wonderful tips right there. Thank you, Missy. To learn more about the services provided by Queens Behavioral Health Services Department, you can visit queens.org. Just click on services, then you can click on behavioral health, or you can just call at 808-691-4157. Missy, this is such an important conversation. Thank you so much for all this wonderful information.
You.
Hopefully it can help out families.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too.